Good morning. It is Luna B here. I'm recording this on Sunday, October 5th, right before the full moon, which will be tomorrow at 11:47 Eastern Time. So whenever you're watching this, just tune into your own personal energy and what has been coming up for you. I'm an astrologer. I'm a lifetime yogini, meditator, and a life coach. And I really support women to stand in their power and live a life of freedom, balance, health, and joy in all areas of their life. So we are deep in Libra season. So I'm curious just for you, how does Libra season feel? For me, it's feeling like a big relief, a sigh. One, I live in the East Coast, so we are deep, deep in the autumn season of the majestic, magical colors of autumn. We actually hit the peak of the leaves last week. And wherever you look, you see reds and oranges and yellows, and you walk in the forest and you're just in this magical um, feast of colors and sounds. And it's just magnificent. So I've really, really been enjoying this season. Autumn is my favorite time of the year, and especially post eclipse season. September for me, I think was probably one of the most intense Septembers that I remember and recall in my life. The energies were aggressive with the eclipse portal. And we were really being invited to let go of our Virgonian ways of perfectionism and judgment and self criticism, as that last new moon was at 29 degrees Virgo. So, this is the first lunation, this Aries full moon, which will be tomorrow. It'll be a super moon. So, meaning that it's really, really close to Earth. So, we're going to feel its energy, and possibly you're already feeling this energy of this lunation stronger than other full moons. Some of us are more sensitive to full moons, and some of us are actually more sensitive to new moons. So, that is the beauty of tracking our moon cycles. So, new moon, quarter moon, full moon, last quarter moon, balsamic phase, and new moon. And if you're interested in really diving deeper in learning how to track the moon, you could either book a private consultation with me, one-on-one readings. I do moon readings, I do full natal chart readings, and I also have an astrology membership where we really dive deep into learning together, studying together, reflecting together, meditating together. And there's also a slew of embodiment practices because I believe that it's not only in the mind, and when we absorb the information in our body as a living experience, it is palpable. It actually makes sense. So being a yogini my whole life, that mind body spirit connection is always of utmost importance in all of my practices, especially now that Uranus is in Gemini. Technology is speeding up and our attention span is slowing down. So, really inviting everybody as much as they can to tune into the wisdom of their body as often as they can. So, let's turn back to the Aries full moon. Let's talk a little bit about Aries. Aries is the first zodiac sign and it is a cardinal sign. It is meaning that it begins things. It's the starter, and it's the beginning of spring when Aries season is. So if you know that you're an Aries moon, this is your moon. If you know that you're a fire moon as well, this will also have that similar energy of passion and purpose and getting excited and moving things forward. And all as well, cardinal signs will really be also more influenced by this moon because it'll hit uh, at important points in your astrology chart. So Aries, 14 degrees, where is that in your chart? So Anybody could download a free chart at astro.com, and you could look at what is happening in that house, what is happening in that area of life, and if there's any other planets that are really, really close to that area of your life, because that will influence the energies. And that's how you personalize working with a full moon lunation. Um, the sun is in Libra. So Libra is all about balance, learning to be in right relationship with self, right relationship with others, and they are the peacekeepers. So we are in this opposition. Full moons are always opposition. The sun is in Libra and the moon is in Aries. And so we're possibly right now like reflecting on how do I stand, because Aries takes a stand. It is the sign of leadership and authenticity for myself in all my relationships in my life, in all areas of my life. And where have I been giving my power away, not seeing your own worth, your own beauty, your own value, um, giving up the fight in a way in order just to keep the peace, but undermining your own value? These are some of the themes that can be highlighted at this Aries full moon. And this is part of a lunar family. And it's really, many of us will remember April 8th, 2024, when we had that potent solar new moon Aries eclipse on April 8th. It was very visible, that eclipse. So a lot of us went out, we bought those glasses. It depends where you lived. It was like daylight, and we actually saw the eclipse moment. So this eclipse is part of that whole cycle. So you could think back, what was going on and what were the seeds I planted personally in April 2024? And then we had the first quarter moon, January 6th, 2025. So what started to emerge? And right now we are in the fullness of that lunar family cycle. So we can look at what is being illuminated, what have I achieved, and what is really at this point I'm cutting ties with, that I am done with. This is how we work. This is how we constantly are in self-reflection. And that's why, to me, moon practices are my guiding light. They really help me keep myself in track of where I'm heading, what I'm letting go of, what my goals are, what my personal reflections and emotional resilience are. And that is the language of the moon. The moon is the nurturer and the emotional wisdom. So that's a little bit of the recap of what's happening now. It is a charged moon. It is ruled by Mars, the planet of war and inspiration and physical vitality. It's in Scorpio, which is a deep water sign. So it's the sign of transformation and going deep, possibly looking at some shadow work at this time during this full moon. And so there might be a lot of stuff coming up for you. And that's why I really invite you to come and sit in consultation so that you can work through it with the guiding support of the stars, of embodiment, and of just being supported. You do not have to do this alone. So wishing you a blessed, blessed full moon. I hope this landed with you. If you have any questions or comments, please comment below. And wishing you a blessed, blessed Aries full moon experience. Namaste.